Welcome. The whole picture. Great day, great people. And welcome. I am your host, Councilman Dupre Kelly.
Let me hear ya. Let me hear ya. Everybody. Politics. Everybody. Community. Everybody. Economic. Everybody. Public safety. Let me hear ya out loud. 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 Out loud. Politics. Out loud. Community. Out loud. Economics. Out loud. Public safety. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Let me hear ya out loud.
From North New Jersey, with your host, Dupre Kelly.
Out loud.
When you think about a picture, do you really look at that picture in its entirety? Or do you only focus on what interests you? Do you look at the overall sense, the presentation, the situation, the concept, the topic, including all related factors and potential consequences? If you're focusing on one small part of a larger situation, the whole picture, you see, that is synonymous with this German loan word called Geslacht. It refers to a mode of perception, and perception is your interpretation, your understanding. It's a mental impression. But is it the truth? Imagine you are looking for something that you want to buy it, and it looks great to you, so you buy it. After you pay for it, you get it home, and it doesn't work. Now you own something that you have to live with, especially if you can't take it back. These type of mistakes are made because a lot of times we don't consider all of the facts. You see, my elder family members when I was younger, they did not understand my music. I used to listen to it and they would say, turn it off, turn it down. But what they didn't know is that they were in essence turning me away and blocking the paths to our connectivity. But there was one family member who also didn't understand, but did not react with disregard until they saw the whole picture. They looked for the understanding where it was unusual for them and found answers. It gave them insight. They quickly learned that things they once did not like or understand had the ability to possibly change their lives. They looked at the whole picture and found solutions. How do you resolve things you see but do not understand? What's hot to you may not be hot to others. And you know what? Speaking of that, that brings us to our next segment. What's hot on the block? Heidi, Khadijah, what's up?
Hey, Councilman, how are you?
I'm good.
So what's hot on the block is we heating up the streets with these health fairs. So we have the Diabetes Awareness Fair coming, and that is majority for the seniors. We have screenings for them, and we have open enrollment for healthcare for them. We also have Black Health Matters coming, which is a community health fair, which will be physical and virtual, where we have screenings and seminars. And lastly, we have the North Land Bank, where we are having Invest North programs for all first-time home buyers.
Wait a minute. Land bank. So I can go to land and get some bank? I mean, what
or
does
you
that
can go to
mean?
the bank and get some land.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I get it now.
So they have a program for all Norkers who are first-time home buyers. And if you want any more information, then you can call our office at 973-733-6427.
Now, back to the diabetes. You know, we drink a lot of juices and with sugar, and we eat a lot of things that are unhealthy for us. And our bodegas around our areas, you know, especially in the West Ward, there's a food desert in the West Ward. you know, and we're trying to solve that as well. So when you talk about diabetes and you talk about health, is AmeriGroup involved in that?
Absolutely. So they have open enrollment for the seniors right now. So we'll be coming around on a health tour to all different senior buildings, and then we're opening up to the community so we can get everybody health care.
I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you for doing the research. I know you take a lot of slack sometimes when the phones get answered because people don't see the whole picture.
Yes.
Right.
You know, so I just want to thank you guys for all of the work that you do, because you're the reason that we keep it hot on the block.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up?
Yes, sir.
I got Mark back. I got Twin back.
Yes, sir.
That means it's bass and horns. Can I hear something from you guys, please? Yeah. Hey. Hey. Thank you, guys. In 2016, elevated lead levels were observed in multiple Newark public school districts. Throughout the city, multiple water studies were conducted by both federal agencies, such as the United States Environmental Protection Agency, and nonprofit groups, especially 211. The city was on high alert with great reasons of concern. Stories came out in the press that said Newark water is poison. The public, they blamed the elected officials. They tried to make Newark out to be another Flint, Michigan. And our prayers go out to those in Flint, Michigan. But that wasn't the whole picture. That wasn't the facts. The facts is that Newark, New Jersey's water source was never contaminated. It was actually the lead service lines, and it needed to be changed. In 2019, the city's government resolved it with $120 million to replace these lines. 2020, lead levels decrease. In 2021, all lead service lines replaced with copper. Solving the water crisis issues in Newark, New Jersey is now looked at as a model city when it comes to addressing and changing water lead service lines across the nation. Well, speaking of change, it's time for one of my favorite segments. It's getting warm in here. It's called the Heat Check. And this is where we check the temperature of what's been done, what's going on in our community. And we're going back over to my favorite two ladies, Khadijah and Heidi. What's up, ladies?
What's going on, Councilman? So we are smoking up the West Ward streets with cleaning everything up. So we have code enforcement going out on a regular basis. So they're going to do cleaning liens on a lot of the abandoned houses that we have in the West Ward. We also have the community leaders meeting where we're meeting with department chairpersons such as DPW and also code enforcement and the public safety. We're trying to sweep these streets. So lastly, we have the community area board.
Okay, all right.
Where we are giving the power back to the people, where they are able to have their voices heard first and bring it to council before council makes a decision on anything.
Nice.
And you can call 973-733-6427.
Thank you, ladies. Now, that was hot. My favorite segment, the Heat Check. Mark, Twin, thank you guys. Now that is fire. That is hot. You see, it's hot because our constituents always bring the fire to me. And they bring the fire to my office. I fought hard to become councilman of the West Ward. It's a cold winter out here, and I knew it was coming. If you choose to see the picture that way, then it's definitely a cold winter for you. But we're gonna keep it hot. I need you to strategize. Strategize with your family, your friends, strategize with me, strategize with your neighbors, strategize with your community, strategize. But it's time. It's that time, actually. It's that time where we start to wind down. And I would like to thank you, those at home, those on your phone, everyone that tunes in. I always like to thank you. Thanks to our director, Tobias Trevelyan. Thanks to our AP, Carolyn Patterson. Thanks to Gary and Eddie, our technical producers. Thanks to Newark TV and the city of Newark, Mark Twin, our beautiful ladies from the office. It's hot. On that note, walk with me. One degree can change the entire view of the picture. Have you ever seen someone take a selfie and they hold a camera above their head to catch a great angle? Then when you see them in person, things don't look the same. Remember, no matter the angle, you are always part of the picture. And you choose how you will be viewed. As you search for solutions, use every part of the whole. Use everything included. Are you a person that sees the glass half empty or half full? Everyone will not always agree, but together, we can get things done. You, me, us, together, we can. You meet me where I am, I meet with you where you are, and we can get it done. Remember, think out loud and never be silenced.